Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Master of Ceremonies, acclaimed author, radio and television personality, Joanne Joseph.
President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Paul Mashatile. The Honourable Premier of Gauteng Province, Panyazi Lesufi, and all other ministers and deputy ministers present here today. Our host, Executive Mayor of the City of Tshwane, Councillor Nasipi Moya, and all senior government officials, we really are delighted to have you. We also mention a special welcome to His Excellency, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the People's Republic of China, Ambassador Wu Peng. Welcome. Chairman, Chery Automobile Company Limited, Mr. In Tonyua. And the Vice President of Chery Automobile, Mr. Charlie Zhang. We also extend a special welcome to Organised Labour, Chery business partners, members of the media, and distinguished guests. Thank you for taking the time out to join us this afternoon. I've also been told that we have another rather important guest with us today. That is the morning robot. Now, I'm not generally a fan of co-hosts, but I have a sense this collaboration could be fun. Morning, are you ready to showcase just how dynamic this partnership could be? See, you're on the move already. Well, I've just done the hard work of introducing our guests, Morning. Would you like to introduce yourself and remind us of why we're here today?
Hello, everyone. I'm Morning. It is a great honor to join you today and witness this important milestone for Chery in South Africa as a representative of intelligent technology. I am proud to see Chery continuously advancing toward a smarter, more digital, and more global future. Moving forward, I look forward to exploring the limitless possibilities of human-machine collaboration together with Chery, empowering manufacturing through technology and connecting the world through innovation. Let us be driven by technology and inspired by innovation as we open a new chapter in intelligent manufacturing together. Wishing this factory launch ceremony great success. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for that, Morning. Before they replace me with you, I'm going to let you go and rest and recharge for a moment. And we're going to take a look at how Chery has found a brand new home at the tip of Africa. Morning.
Every story begins somewhere. For Chery, that story began in Wuhu, China. From a bold idea grew one of the world's leading automotive groups, driven by innovation and a belief that mobility can do more than move people. It creates a better tomorrow. Year after year, that vision expanded beyond borders, growing into a family of brands with distinct identities and a shared purpose. And one of the most remarkable chapters of that journey would be written here, in South Africa. From the windswept shores of the West Coast to the vast openness of the Karoo, from vibrant cities to remote rural communities, from mountain peaks to endless coastlines. This is a country unlike any other, a country of extraordinary diversity, of many cultures, many languages, and countless perspectives. A nation built by people who create opportunity, build communities, and never stop moving forward. There is an energy here that cannot be measured, only experienced. And perhaps that is why this story found meaning here. Since 2021, Chery has become part of a country with a proud automotive heritage and a unique relationship with mobility. And as South Africans welcomed Chery into their everyday lives, something remarkable began to happen. In just 4 years, over 140,000 Chery Group vehicles found homes locally. Here in South Africa, Chery can be found wherever life happens. In bustling cities and small towns, on farm roads and coastal highways, carrying entrepreneurs to opportunity, bringing families together, taking children to school, and helping loved ones return home for a 7 Colours Sunday lunch. But that was only the beginning. The Chery family continued to grow. Omoda brought a bold expression of design, fashion, and technology. Jaku introduced a modern interpretation of timeless sophistication. Jetor brings a spirit of adventure to the road with capable, comfort-driven SUVs. iCar delivers a fresh pulse of EV energy. Technology-driven, expressive, and unapologetically playful. Lepus embodies modern refinement, crafted for those who value elegance, balance, and timeless style. Each distinct in character, yet united by purpose. Represented by 198 dealerships across the country. In 2025, Chery entered a new era with the introduction of its new energy vehicle range. By year-end, Chery Group stands among South Africa's leading plug-in hybrid vehicle sellers, a recognized force shaping the country's next generation of mobility. And today, that relationship stands stronger than ever, because the strongest relationships are not measured by what they take, but by what they invest. The Rosslyn manufacturing facility represents more than an investment in infrastructure. It is an investment in people, in skills, in communities. It is a commitment to continue creating opportunity, supporting local industry, and helping write the next chapter of South Africa's automotive story. What began in Woohoo is now rooted in South African soil, in the communities it serves, the people it supports, and in the opportunities it helps create. Because some stories cross oceans, some stories cross continents, and some stories become home. Chery Group in South Africa, for South Africa, as part of South Africa.
Welcome to your African home, Chery. Well, it's a complicated time for South Africa, but it is still a landscape brimming with hope. And Chery, your investment in the country's automotive sector will be one of the huge examples of the collaboration and the hope that is brought about through this kind of collaboration that can happen. Well, we're in the heart of one of Gauteng's regional hubs and manufacturing clusters. South Africa is this continent's most integrated automotive value chain built for global export. And of course, with a century of vehicle manufacturing history, South Africa's automotive manufacturing sector is a cornerstone of the national economy. It accounts for over 22% of manufacturing output, heavily anchoring exports to 109 markets, contributing roughly 5.2% to the national GDP and supporting over 400,000 jobs across the broader value chain. South Africa is the only African country with an integrated automotive value chain covering OEM assembly, component manufacturing, catalytic converters, transmission components, tires, anchored by long-run policy and global trade access. But this industry is not just about building cars. It's about building economies. It's about developing skills, creating opportunities, and strengthening industrial capability. Now, to officially welcome us to this celebration of hope, please welcome to the stage Mr. Intonyua, Chairman of Chery Automobile Company Limited.
Your Excellency, Mr. Paul Mashatile, Deputy President of Republic of South Africa. Your Excellency, Mr. Wu Peng, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to South Africa. The Honorable Mr. Payanaza Lu Su-Fei, Premier of the Gauteng, the Honorable Dr. Lasifi Maya, Executive Mayor of the Chery. Sorry, the difficult for the name. Pronunciation is difficult for me. Distinguished government ladies, esteemed partners, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we proudly inaugurated the Chery Roasting manufacturing plant here in Pretoria. This is more than the opening of the factory. It marks our evolution from the vehicle import to a local manufacturer, and a key milestone in our global journey. We are truly honorable by the presence of His Excellency, the Deputy President, Ambassador Wu Peng, and all our distinguished guests. This reflects not only your confidence in Chery, but also the high importance both our government places on our shared automotive industry collaboration. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Over nearly 3 decades, Chery has grown from a single automaker into diversified global enterprise. Our business now reached more than 130 countries and regions, and we have been the top Chinese brand passenger vehicle export for 23 consecutive years. In the first half of this year alone, we exported 944,000 vehicles, a 71.5% increase over last year. This set a new industry record. These numbers tell the simple story, one of Chery's unwavering commitment to innovation and to be world. South Africa is the rainbow nation, a country of the open heart and open arms. Its warm people and enduring friendship with China make it a cornerstone of our global strategy. Since we entered this market, South Africa consumers has welcomed us with trust and enthusiasm, driving our sales from the strength to strength. It is that trust which has allowed our roots here to grow deep. As at Chery, we live by one philosophy: in somewhere, for somewhere, should be somewhere, enterprise citizen. It means wherever we invest, we commit. We become part of the local economy, part of the community, part of the country's future. Today proves that commitment. We have moved from being an import to a local manufacturer, and from the market participant to a long-term partner in South Africa's industry story. The Rusland plant was born in 1963. It holds within its wall the deep heritage of this country's automotive industry. And we take that legacy seriously. Our job is not just to run this plant, but to grow it, to strengthen it, and to ensure it keeps delivering real value for the people of South Africa. The world is in the middle of the fundamental energy shift. South Africa is uniquely positioned by its geography, its solid policy foundation, and its expanding market to lead in advanced manufacturing and new energy vehicles. We believe that future. Chery brings deep capabilities in electrification, intelligent system, and green manufacturing. Together with our partners in government, industry, and labor, we are turning this investment into jobs, into skills, into modernized local auto industry. But our vision gets further. Through local development and local production, we aimed to do more than deliver better, smart, more reliable cars. We want to bring lifestyle, one with true local flora and local soul. We want to make life a lot more mobile, more convenient, and more joyful. Of course, we hope more and more South Africa people like Chery choose Chery and love that choice. Now, I want to say special words to the 692 Rusland employees who are continue their journey with us as part of the Chery family. Your craftsmanship and experience are this plant's most precious assets. We look forward to build this facility back to its full vitality, and together we will create the brilliant new future for Chery Rusland and for every single one of you. Finally, let me express once more our deep gratitude to the South Africa government, the Gauteng provincial government, and the city of the Chery and the Chinese embassy in South Africa. With your continual support, by joining hands with all our partners, we are confident that the Chery Rusland plan will unlock new possibilities for South Africa's automotive industry and write a brilliant chapter for us all. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Intonio, for that inspirational welcome. And of course, I last visited this factory as a young journalist, and walking through these corridors the last couple of days has just reminded me of how much the possibility lies within these corridors and how, in fact, this factory is about to undergo an entirely new rebirth. Well, Chery's decision to establish a manufacturing presence in South Africa sends a very powerful message indeed to global markets. It demonstrates an unwavering confidence in South Africa's people, in its institutions, in its infrastructure, and long-term economic prospects. Please join me now in welcoming to stage His Excellency Ambassador Wu Peng, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the People's Republic of China, to expand on this cooperative policy. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency Paul Mashatile, Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Honorable Panyaza Lesufi, Premier of Gauteng, and Dr. Moya, Executive Mayor of Tshwane, Mr. Yin Tongyue, Chairman of Chery Automobile, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I know this afternoon the event is about Chery. You are the leading role, not government. So I promise you I keep my words in very short. I'm honored to be here at the Roslyn plant with all of you to witness this historic moment of Chery's official acquisition and operation launch of this beautiful plant with so much history. Roslyn plant has operated in South Africa for nearly 70 years. It has witnessed the entire development of South Africa's automobile industry from its infancy into thriving sector. Chery, on the other hand, is a top Chinese domestic auto brand that also worked to boost China's automobile industry from independent innovation to global footprint. Today, these two remarkable journeys converge, a historic factory that embodies the legacy of South Africa's automobile industry and the dynamic Chinese automaker joining hands to move forward together. This partnership not only stands as a vivid testament to the deepening cooperation between China and South Africa, but will also inject fresh momentum into our bilateral cooperation in the auto sector and open up broader prospects for future development. On behalf of the Chinese Embassy in South Africa, I wish to extend my warmest congratulations on the handover and official launch of Chery's Roslyn plant. May I also express my sincere gratitude to the South Africa government at all levels and South African friends from all communities who have long supported and advanced the China-South Africa relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, the industrial cooperation we witnessed today did not happen by chance. It is deeply rooted in the long-standing, stable, and win-win bilateral relationship between our two countries. Building on Your Excellency Deputy President's successful trip to China 2 weeks ago, we are deeply honored that Your Excellency have joined us again today and will deliver important remarks. I'm convinced that your recent trip to China and the reflection of South Africa industry growth will surely bring us forward-looking and inspiring perspectives. Our Chinese President Xi Jinping had made the profound observation that China cannot develop in isolated from the world, and that China can contribute toward prosperity. Starting from May 1st this year, China officially put in place zero tariff treatment for all African countries with diplomatic tie with China. This arrangement brings new growth opportunity for Africa nations, including South Africa. Of course, for South Africa's automobile industry, the policy is expected to facilitate the exports of South Africa vehicles and auto parts to China. I mean, those vehicles, auto parts made in South Africa, if the local content rate can reach 40%, it can enjoy zero tariff when they export to China. Please pay attention to that. It maybe brings some business opportunity. For both viability and the long-term vision, the Chinese government will continue to encourage and support Chinese enterprises to go local and fulfill social responsibility in South Africa. I sincerely hope all Chinese, thank you. I sincerely hope all Chinese enterprises in South Africa will continue to establish the deep-rooted in local markets, actively integrated into local community, nurture local talent, drive local industrial upgrading, and the local job creation, help improve people's well-being, and contribute more to South Africa's economic and social development. Lastly, let me wish today's event very successful. May Chery South Africa continue achieve even greater success. I thank you very much.
Mr. Wu Pang, thank you so much for that. It means a lot, especially in view of the fact that China has been South Africa's largest trading partner for more than a decade. Well, we've been building up to an exciting moment when two countries, thousands of kilometers apart on a map, continue to close the distance in reality through a collective commitment to co-creating a future filled with promise and unrivaled potential. Please welcome onto stage Mr. Tony Liu, Chery Group South Africa CEO. Mr. Yu Ching, Africa Development Fund. Director General of the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, Mr. Simpiwe Hamilton. Mr. Charlie Jung, Vice President, Chery Automobile Company Limited. Mr. Zhang Guibing, Executive Vice President, Chery Automobile. The Honourable Banyazi Sufi, Premier of Gauteng Province. His Excellency Ambassador Wu Peng, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the People's Republic of China to the Republic of South Africa. Chairman Inton Nua, Chairman, Chery Automobile Company Limited. Councillor Dr. Nasipi Moya, Executive Mayor of the City of Tshwane. His Excellency, the Honourable Paul Mashatile, Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa. As the officials from both our countries place their hands on the digital plinths in a symbolic oath, they unlock a brand new era, a transformational manufacturing journey that builds people and communities across continents, that feeds economies, fuels opportunities and industrial capabilities for generations to come. Thank you to our dignitaries on stage. Please, would you remain there for a group photograph? Thank you. You may now take your seats. Deputy President, would you please lead the way? So what is Chery's dream for Africa? Please welcome back to stage the Executive Vice President of Chery Automobile, Mr. Charlie Jung, to take us through Chery's strategic focus for the continent and for South Africa in particular.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Paul Mashatile, Ambassador Wu Peng of the People's Republic of China to South Africa, Honorable Premier of Gauteng, Mr. Panyaza Lesufi, Executive Mayor of Tshwane, Dr. Nasipi Moya, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As you may know, Chery is blazing a trail of global expansion like never before. In 2025, we sold 2.8 million vehicles, with nearly 30% in new energy vehicles, a clear sign of our commitment to sustainability. Our success spans over 130 countries, supported by a global team over 14,000 employees and strong partnerships with local and international suppliers. What sets us apart is our simple yet powerful philosophy. Globalization means becoming a vital part of every community we serve. This approach has earned us global recognition from institutions like Forbes. Today, I will share how we deepen global collaboration while growing roots locally, and our commitment to South Africa. As Chairman Yin wisely said, "In somewhere, for somewhere, be somewhere." This philosophy transformed Chery from a global traveler to a trusted local neighbor. We fully adapt, integrate, and innovate. Our local focus spans every step, from tech to production to supply chains, compliance, and culture. Every team, local and global, works together to deliver solutions that truly belong. So why South Africa and why roasting plant? Leveraging policy alignment and industry trend, we have achieved a top 3 market position in South Africa across both passenger vehicles and the overall auto sector. The roasting plant gives new life to its history. It's mixed old skills with local staff to serve the African market well. By using electric and smart technology, this updated plant leads in new ideas. It keeps its past while building the future. Our long-term goal is to turn the roasting plant into a complete auto center with research, supply chain, and training, supporting its expansion presence and the goal of exceeding 100,000 annual vehicle sales in South Africa. This plant is our first full industrial chain ecosystem in Africa, from materials to green solutions and social responsibility, showing a closed-loop industrial system. Building on this new foundation, we're moving from products export to building a full ecosystem expansion, driving regional industry growth and upgrades through coordinated value chains. As we advance this ambitious vision, we remain deeply committed to the community and the local economy. We have retained existing employees to ensure seamless operations, while aiming to create nearly 3,000 direct jobs and many, many more indirect jobs across in manufacturing, supply chain, and services in the years to come. To deepen integration, we have launched a localization program, partnering with local suppliers to achieve towards 40% local content rate, and we would like to do more. By combining strategic investment with the social responsibility, we aim to build a sustainable automotive ecosystem that benefits both Chery and South Africa. As part of our broader commitment to global citizenship and sustainable development, our social responsibility extends beyond operations. As a major global partner with UNICEF, we have committed $12 million since 2023 to support global education programs with a focus on technology and innovation project in South Africa as well. Right here at this moment, you can see our Tap to Donate Tech initiative with UNICEF, making it easy for everyone to help children access education. Additionally, through our Cherish the Nature global partnership with IUCN, we are launching a groundbreaking products to protect South Africa's most precious natural resources. By integrating education and conservation for local community empowerment into our global strategy, we aim to create lasting positive change that align with our business growth, fulfilling our responsibility for sustainable development. Looking forward, our goal is quite clear: to build a sustainable mobility community of shared interest. Through deep integration, we aim to achieve win-win outcomes across government, customers, partners, employees, and society. Chery believes true globalization means becoming local and growing sustainability. Let's join hands, guided by a vision for the future where innovation unites us, challenges inspire us, and shared goals drive us forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jung, for that comprehensive overview. I love the idea of you immersing yourself into the community, listening to what they need and responding accordingly. Well, the first part of our program really spoke to my love for cars, but here's the part that really talks to my heart, and I hope it'll talk to yours too. Committing to the continent also means dedicating ourselves to preserving its wildlife and its environmental heritage. That's why Chery has made an important ESG commitment. It's partnered with the International Union for the Conservation of Nature to protect South Africa's biodiversity and support environmental conservation, empowering the communities of today while preserving the natural world for future generations. I'd like to now please welcome IUCN representative Valinavo Kavagali to speak more about this shared vision for the future.
Good afternoon, everyone. So as I was walking in here, I saw the executive mayor of Tshwane. And Tshwane is very famous for one of the things that are very interesting. Tshwane yatima. So I knew for a fact that if we don't get it right, Tshwane is going to switch off the lights. Your Excellency, Deputy President of South Africa, Mr. Paul Mashatile, Your Excellency, Ambassador to South Africa from China, my Premier, my brother, I almost call you with the other name, but I'm going to formally say Mr. Panyaza Lesufi, Executive Mayor of Tshwane, guests, distinguished guests, dignitaries, Chery family and friends, and Tony over there. It's a great pleasure for IUCN to be here today. We are very excited about this opportunity. We have been working in this partnership with Chery to look at how best do we join hands together. It didn't only start here in South Africa, it started all the way in Spain, in Malaysia, wherein they started restoring mangroves and also seagrass. Why did we do this? We do this because IUCN is one of the biggest global conservation organizations built on the science and evidence to provide information for decision making. And one of the most famous tools that we have in this country or globally is the Red Data List that supports the decision-making processes. Having said that, since 2024, IUCN has partnered with Chery Group worldwide through the Chery the Nature partnership to promote nature-based solutions in the most endangered and critical ecosystems. Today, we are proud to announce this partnership whereby South Africa and IUCN and Chery will be launching a project called Chery the Nature in Maloti Drakensberg, Tsitsikamma, and also Matloding communities. This project is aimed to strengthen community resilience, support ecotourism, and also ecosystem restoration. The project is based on the few factors which are, but not limited to, one, which is looking at nature, people, and climate. We take note of the fact that those three elements are very much interacting and are at the center of development to this day. With this project, we are going to restore ecosystems, create jobs, Mr. President, train communities, and also provide equipment for them to be able to sustain the different projects as this project comes to an end. Most importantly, we'll be working with the youth in terms of innovation. As you know, Chery is it's very important in terms of leading innovation globally. However, we also want to address social challenges on the ground. So it's very critical that as we engage with communities, women and the youth are at the center of that particular conversation. We appreciate this opportunity and this partnership because we are looking forward to this exciting collaboration. In Tsitsikamma and also in Maloti Drakensberg, we have seen some of the most beautiful natural heritage sites. And we want to use this opportunity to restore those particular ecosystems. We look at the opportunities around Matloding communities. They've got very great infrastructure. However, they do require some of the upliftment and also rehabilitation. As a result, we'll be working with them in terms of infrastructure upgrade to improve ecotourism in the area. These are very central to community upliftment, and we are very excited because from this project there will be quite a lot of communication products, learning, training, and also supporting of social entrepreneurship at the different levels. We thank the Chery team, and we also look forward to continuing this partnership, and we want to take care of the environment and our people, and we can together cherish the nature. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that, Mr. Kavagali. I think it's important to remember that along with the culture, the languages, the history of our people, the issue of flora and fauna as part of our heritage is something really important to ingrain in our children. Well, from the land to the people, more specifically the youth, who account for the majority of South Africa's population, UNICEF has dedicated itself to treating this sector of our society with the greatest care. Globally, it's guided by 6 foundational core values. Care, being mindful of the well-being and professional growth of others. Respect, treating everyone with thoughtfulness and dignity. Integrity, acting ethically with absolute honesty and transparency. Trust, depending on and believing in each other to fulfill the mission. Accountability, taking responsibility for behaviors and commitments. Sustainability, applying environmental sustainability practices to both work and life. There's a projection that shows if children are not pulled out of poverty right now, it could take up to 9 generations of their descendants to emerge from it. Just think of that number, something like 180 years. Chery has therefore turned its focus directly onto children. Working with UNICEF, it's now investing in projects that promote children's well-being, that boost their educational opportunities, and help to ensure stronger, more resilient and prosperous communities for generations. Please give a warm welcome to UNICEF Education Specialist, Ingina Sinona.
Afternoon, everyone. My name is Engana Senona. I would have loved to do the government introduction, but I only have 5 minutes. But just to acknowledge the Premier, the Deputy President, the Chery leadership that's here, good afternoon to you all. Today we are here to celebrate more than an opening of a manufacturing facility. We are here to celebrate an investment in South Africa's future. Through our partnership with UNICEF, the Department of Basic Education, Chery is helping us to invest in the knowledge, skills, opportunity, and that today's children will need to become tomorrow's workforce, innovators, and leaders. Sorry, I'm just making sure. Cool. UNICEF vision is very simple, but very ambitious as well. Our work focuses on 2 priorities: strengthening foundational learning and preparing young people with 21st century skills. Why it matters, we know for a fact that 25% starting strong with foundational learning. Yes, sir. Did I use this? Thank you. Thank you. 25%, we know for a fact that strong foundational learning in the early learning can increase earnings by 25%. We also know for a fact that children with foundational literacy and numeracy are 5% more likely to complete school. And as such, the partnership with Chery ensures that the future children will decrease these numbers for a fact. Our thing is very strong. We have 5 strategic areas that we invest in with the through the Chery partnership. Our first investment strengthens the pathways from learning to earning. Together with Chery, UNICEF is supporting the General Education Certificate through AI-enabled competency, a measurement tool that not only recognizes both academic achievement, transferable skills within the potential to benefit approximately 1.2 million grade learners. Secondly, Chery is supporting South Africa's first procedural policy for curriculum review. What this means is that South Africa's curriculum has not been reviewed for a very long time. And as with any other businesses, you need to be innovative in most of it to survive the skills. So a modern economy requires a modern curriculum, and this reform ultimately will ensure that we're strengthening learning opportunities for more than 13 million children across the education sector. The third and fourth strategic investments revolve around foundational learning and 3 complementary investments. Firstly, we are supporting South Africa's national response to artificial intelligence in education, ensuring evidence, policy, and keep up pace with policy change. The second part is we are strengthening foundational learning. Despite significant progress, approximately 80% of grade 4 learners still cannot read for meaning. Building on UNICEF's existing work with the Department of Basic Education, Chery's support is enabling proven reading interventions to reach all multi-grade classrooms across the Northern Cape through training, mentoring, and learning resources, while strengthening long-term sustainability. Finally, we are investing in youth leadership through the Girls, Boys, and Education movement. Working alongside representative councils of learners, this long-standing movement has already reached approximately 100,000 young people. We are together strengthening the leadership, active citizenship, and positive values across schools. In terms of looking ahead and making impact, although we are only halfway through the 2026, implementation of this intervention and activities are already underway with the help of Chery. More importantly, these are not isolated projects. They are investment in strong education systems. Looking ahead, we remain committed to scaling what works, strengthening policy and evidence, leveraging technology, and responsibly and continuing to invest in teachers and young people. Transforming education requires long-term partnerships. Chery has demonstrated that commitment, and on behalf of UNICEF South Africa, we'd like to thank them for helping drive meaningful and lasting change for South Africa's children and young people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sinona. Really wonderful to see your commitment to children, and wonderful to witness in general, in fact, the passionate commitment that UNICEF and Chery share for the development of young people on this continent. Now, during periods of change, there are sometimes frantic moments for employees who wonder what their future will hold. Tonight, there are 692 NISN employees who'll sleep easy because their future here at Chery is secure. Massimo Magane, NISN representative, is one of those employees. I'm now going to invite him up to share some insights from the factory floor around what this transition means for the staff entering a brand new chapter.
Good afternoon, Deputy President, distinguished guests, industry leaders, executives, colleagues, members of the media, and of course my fellow colleagues. Please bear with me. I might get a bit emotional. It's firstly a privilege to stand before you today representing the employees who are embarking on this significant transition to Chery. For many of us, Roslyn is far more than just a manufacturing facility. It is where careers have been built, skills have been developed, friendships have been forged, and generations of employees have continued to the success of the South African automotive industry. It is a place defined by decades of commitment, resilience, craftsmanship, and pride. Today marks an important milestone. While this is a change in ownership, it's also a continuation of proud manufacturing legacy and the beginning of an exciting new chapter. Change is never without emotion. It brings reflection, uncertainty, anticipation, and other more things. Yet it also creates an opportunity for renewal, growth, and a chance to build an even stronger future. At a time when unemployment remains one of South Africa's greatest social and economic challenge, we're especially grateful to Chery. The decision that they've taken, the welcome that they have given us into this new future ahead. This demonstrates not only confidence in the capabilities of the people of Roslyn, but also a genuine commitment to preserve livelihoods and support communities that depend on this plant. For our employees and families, this decision brings stability, hope, and opportunity to continue contributing to the South African manufacturing future. As employees, we recognize both the significance of this moment, the responsibility that comes with it. We bring with us experience, dedication, craftsmanship, and many more other things. Roslyn, for many years and for many years to come, will remain a hub in Africa as a manufacturing facility. We are encouraged by Chery's commitment to innovation, advanced technology, sustainable growth, and long-term investment in South Africa. This investment extends far beyond these walls of the plant. It creates opportunities for local suppliers, strengthens surrounding communities, and reinforces South Africa's position as a strategic automotive manufacturing hub in Africa as a continent. To the leadership team of Chery, thank you for your openness, engagement, and support you have shown throughout this transition. We really thank you. To fellow colleagues, thank you for the professionalism, resilience, unwavering commitment during this period of change. Your dedication has ensured that this moment is one we can embrace with confidence. As we look to the future, we do so knowing that while organizations may go through change, the values that define great people remain consistent, which are integrity, dedication, adaptability, and commitment to excellence. Today, we honor the journey that has brought us to this moment. While embracing the opportunities that lie ahead, together we are not simply witnessing a transition, we are helping shape the future of the automotive manufacturing in South Africa. Thank you. Ke a leboga.
Hello everyone, my name is Trudy Mabena and I'm proudly Nissan worker for 15 years.
Greetings colleagues, this is Malaki Job. I've been with Nissan for the past 18 years.
Hello everyone, my name is Tulufelo Matthews Nkarimenge and I've been working for Nissan for over 14 years.
Hello everyone, my name is Isabella Mavoso. I'm a quality personnel. I worked with Nissan for 15 years. This transaction was heartfelt, but I'm looking forward to new journey, new opportunities, and new technology with Chery.
And I'm very excited about the new journey at Chery and can't wait for the new challenge.
The transition from Nissan to Chery is quite nerve-breaking but exciting at the same time.
This moment is sad, but also I'm grateful for the transition. We're saying to Chery, bring it on. We are ready for you.
And it's quite a proud moment for us to transition to Chery. We are looking forward to new heights, new challenges ahead of us. And we hope that we're going to give our best to Chery.
And as we transition to new company Chery, I'm actually excited because I'm still young with hungry mind that I'm willing to let my curiosity run free. So yeah, as we welcome the new gang, we are up in it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Magane, for that, and thank you for taking the moment to share your employees' experience with us as well. I'm thrilled to see women among the workforce there. And of course, you know, it talks to the issue of job preservation, which is really a concern for us in South Africa right now. And it's wonderful to know that close to 700 employees have that sense of continuity going into the future. Well, Chery's decision to establish a manufacturing presence in South Africa also sends a powerful message, not just to South Africans, but to global markets as well. It demonstrates an unwavering confidence in South Africa's people, in its institutions, its infrastructure, and long-term economic prospects. This investment, of course, aligns with government's commitment to attract investment that supports inclusive economic growth. A huge proponent of that idea in this province has been Gauteng Premier Honourable Panyaza Lesufi. Premier, won't you please come up and fill us in on what economic impact this collaboration will have for Gauteng?
Thank you so much, Joanne. Truly appreciate it. Allow me to welcome His Excellency Deputy President Paul Mashatile, Honorable Ambassador Yu Pen, the Executive Mayor, Dr. Moya, your MMCs, the Deputy Chief Whip of the Gauteng Legislature, the entire Chery leadership, represented here by Chairman Yen Tori, Vice President Charlie Zhang, the DG of the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, the Chery country CEO, Tony, it's here, my brother, it's here. Business partners that are here, the leadership of organized labor, industry executive, employees, distinguished guests. Deputy President, you were here when I said to the leadership of Chery, the name Chery in South Africa means something different. So I'm saying the days of proposing to Chery are over. The days of meetings, the days of lobbying, the days of promises, the days of exchanging plans, business plans are over. Today's event is a defining moment for Gauteng. It's a defining moment for South Africa's automotive sector and an important milestone in the evolution of the Roslyn manufacturing facility. We are not only excited that we've been part of this journey, but we are relieved that finally we can press the button and new cars can be produced from our province. This transition of the Roslyn plant represents continuity rather than closure, ensuring that an important industrial asset remains productive and continues contributing to the economy of our province. Chery's decision to invest in our province here in Gauteng reflects its confidence in our country's manufacturing capabilities, established supply chain, skilled workforce, and strategic positioning within our continent. The automotive industry remains one of South Africa's most important economic sectors, supporting employment, exports, investments, and technological advancement. So we truly welcome you, Chery, our lovely one. We welcome you, your long-term vision and commitment to manufacturing excellence, innovation, localization, skills development, and sustainable growth. But we appreciate more the successful transition of the nearly 700 employees who carry with them decades of experience, technical expertise, and a strong manufacturing culture. For you to accept to absorb these workers was a firm indication that you are here to stay forever. And for that, we want to thank you. We come to you to reaffirm government commitment to working alongside industry players. We come to you to improve competitiveness. We come to you to encourage localization. We come to you to expand supplier participation and, most importantly, to unlock new opportunities for growth. We once more congratulate you, Chery, on this significant milestone, and we express confidence that this investment will contribute meaningfully so to South Africa's industrial future. Today, we celebrate more than a change in ownership. Today, we celebrate continuity, renewed investment, and please, as we have done before, we work together up until this day. We want to work with you for the next 30 years. Welcome home, Chery Mampela. Siyabonga. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that, Premier. And I saw your eyes light up when the UNICEF delegate spoke, which reminds me of you in that education portfolio in Gauteng. I know you've moved to Premier, but your heart is still in education. We know that. All right, I thank you for those important insights, Premier. And of course, building this economy is going to be essential if we truly are committed to creating the jobs that South Africans are hungry for. Let me now invite to the stage His Excellency, the Honourable Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Paul Mashatile, to address us on the national significance of this investment in manufacturing.
You may be seated. Thank you very much, Program Director, Ms. Joan Joseph. Let me take this opportunity to greet my Premier, Panyaza Lesufi, and the Executive Mayor of the City of Tshwane, Dr. Nasipi Moya, our host in this beautiful city. Ministers may be here amongst us, those I have not seen. Let me greet the leaders of Chery, starting with the Chairman of Chery Holding Group, Mr. Yin Tong, Executive Vice President Zhang Guibing, Executive Vice President Chery Auto, Mr. Charlie Zheng, Vice President Zhang Shengshan, Chery Group South Africa, Mr. Tony Luing. Let me also greet our Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, His Excellency Ambassador Wu Peng. Greetings to all of you industry leaders here present, government leaders, organized labor, and also members of the diplomatic corps. Let me also greet all the workers of Chery who have joined us this afternoon, and all ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, Dumelang, Sanbonani, Demasiari. Program Director, for me, Roslyn, and the automotive sector carry a personal affinity that goes back many years, including the period when I served in the leadership of Gauteng. It was during that time that we came to appreciate in very practical terms that the future of this industrial precinct is inseparable from the livelihood of workers, the confidence of investors, and the aspirations of the surrounding communities. When concerns arose about the possible exit of BMW from Roslyn at the time, we intervened because we understood that losing such a strategic anchor would have weakened not only Gauteng's industrial base, but also South Africa's standing as a serious automotive manufacturing destination. That experience remains a reminder that government must be close to industry, close to workers, and close to communities when the future of production and jobs is at stake. I also wish to appreciate the leadership of the Gauteng provincial government, the city of Tshwane, and the Department of Trade and Industry and Competition for their continued investment in the expansion of the Tshwane Automotive Special Economic Zone, right at the doorstep of the Mamelodi Township. This matters profoundly because industrialization must not happen far away from the people it is meant to uplift. By locating new factories, supplier opportunities, training platforms, and enterprise support so close to Mamelodi, Nelmapias, Easteres, and surrounding communities, we are making a clear statement that township residents must be direct participants in the economy of the future. This is how we turn industrial policy into household income, how we convert investment into skills, and how we ensure that young people from our townships can see opportunity not as a distant promise, but as something being built within reach of their homes. This afternoon, we gather to celebrate a new chapter for Chery and another milestone in the journey of South Africa's industrial economic development. I express appreciation to the Department of Trade and Industry for expediting the facilitation of this process, which has reached fruition less than 3 years after our November 2023 working visit to China. To provide context, during that visit, we engaged with the leadership of Chery International, focusing on promoting South Africa as a prime investment hub and enhancing local automotive manufacturing and supply chains. This moment stands as a living testament to the confidence in our nation's future, reinforcing the optimism that drives our developmental path. It is a testament to South Africa's participation in and shaping of global industrialization with resilience, vision, and shared purpose. The automotive industry in our country has been constantly evolving from the establishment of assembly plants in the middle of the last century through the Motor Industry Development Program of 1995 and the Automotive Production and Development Program, which positioned our country as a hub for the continent. Since then, the relevance of this sector has not dissipated with time, but continues to shape our present and future. The sector has consistently contributed to national growth, accounting for a significant share of GDP, driving exports across Africa and beyond, and anchoring our balance of trade. It is a sector that creates employment for hundreds of thousands of people directly and indirectly, while nurturing skills development, creating jobs, and building technical expertise that empowers our youth and artisans. Consequently, each investment, each new plant, and each innovation strengthen the foundation of industrial growth, ensuring that South Africa remains a competitive hub for automotive excellence. It has become evident that South Africa's automotive sector is undergoing a noticeable shift in its trade and market structure. Import penetration has increased. Chinese brands have expanded rapidly in recent years, increasing their share of the domestic market. Today, as Chery joins this proud lineage by establishing its first vehicle assembly plant in South Africa, we recognize that this milestone is not only about vehicles on our roads, but it's about livelihoods, knowledge, and renewal that fuel our national development journey. This journey is especially remarkable given global uncertainty, supply chain disruptions, but also rising competition. Yet this sector continues to actively support transformation with a purpose, transformation with results. Through the Automotive Industry Transformation Fund, real progress has been made to develop a more inclusive and competitive sector. The ITF empowers black-owned businesses, strengthens local supply chains, and furthers sustainable industrialization. Since its launch in 2021, the AITF has provided support to more than 80 black-owned businesses in the South African automotive value chain. This is also another success story of the power of policy frameworks. Transformative industrial policy has led the way since the dawn of democracy. With a vision of increased value addition, we have pursued an industrial trajectory that places South Africa firmly within global value chains while strengthening our domestic base. Through support programs and the Automotive Master Plan, we have strived to ensure that the sector is stronger, globally competitive, and also transformed. The Master Plan sets bold targets aimed at increasing domestic production to more than 1.4 million units, which is about 1% of global output, boosting local content to 60%, doubling employment, transitioning to new energy vehicles by 2035, and bringing new companies into the value chain. These are commitments to deeper value addition, broader participation, and greater resilience. It is in this context that the acquisition of Roslyn factory by Chery, or Chery International, is a powerful signal to global investors that South Africa remains a trusted destination for industrial investments. It is a vote of confidence in our people, our institutions, our infrastructure, our long-term future as well. It reinforces South Africa's role as an automotive gateway to Africa. Government values this investment as it is anticipated to positively impact lives of many ordinary people in the surrounding communities. Ladies and gentlemen, government welcomes Chery's presence in Roslyn precisely because it offers the possibility for industrialization to be rooted in local communities, for jobs to be created where they are most needed, and for young South Africans to see themselves not only as workers, but as owners, innovators, and leaders in the automotive industry. This factory is therefore a beacon of hope, skills, and future opportunities for the youth of Mabopane, Soshanguve, Ga-Rankuwa, and Hammanskraal as well. I believe that this investment will also reinforce the social fabric through the cooperation of organized labor, local suppliers, and township entrepreneurs in one value chain. It is important to separate basic assembly from the more advanced localization of components and supply chains. Assembly by itself may provide only shallow employment, but prospects are better with localization because it creates significant job multipliers, broaden industrial ripple effects, and also promote skills development across generations. Localization enables township businesses to become engines of inclusive growth, and it also ensures that innovation flows beyond the factory floor and into the broader economy. With the understanding that a strong automotive sector depends on strong supplier base, government calls upon Chery to work hand in hand with us as government in identifying and promoting local suppliers, especially those that are led by the youth. For it is in this strength of our supply chains that the resilience of our industry is secured, and it is in the creativity of young entrepreneurs that the future of our economy is written. Bringing township suppliers into the automotive value chain will not only strengthen Chery's own operations, but also bring transformation into the communities where opportunity is most needed. Together as partners, we must ensure that local suppliers receive capacity building, mentorship, and market access. We should provide opportunities for youth-owned enterprises to participate in logistics, components, services, and technology. In doing so, we will create a value chain that is inclusive, competitive, and sustainable. Furthermore, local supplier development creates opportunities for entrepreneurs and strengthens resilience. Government encourages collaboration between original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, and local suppliers to expand participation across the value chain. We must, Program Director, also bear in mind that the global automotive industry is shifting rapidly towards new energy vehicles. We stand to lose important markets by 2035 if there isn't a transition in South Africa. We appreciate that Chery is leading the charge in Africa with NEV options across its range. South Africa is well positioned to serve the continent with vehicles through the African Continental Free Trade Area. South Africa will open this door by working with global manufacturers and also establish itself as a premier manufacturing hub for Africa. Our government remains committed to creating an enabling environment for investments. Shared success required a shared commitment between government, labor, but also communities and industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the current state of South Africa's industrial landscape is marked by an increasing trend in foreign companies acquiring local industrial firms. While such acquisitions are beneficial as they bring in crucial capital and also advanced technology, they also raise significant issues regarding deindustrialization. The concerns are centered on the potential erosion of local ownership within the manufacturing sector and supply chains, posing challenges for maintaining a robust domestic industrial base. South Africa is addressing the challenges of deindustrialization through a state-led strategy that emphasizes the need to balance foreign investments with robust domestic safeguards. This approach includes the enforcement of local procurement rules and competition laws to protect local supply chains. To facilitate this transition, the government is focused on improving infrastructure in energy, rail, and ports, utilizing trade measures such as tariffs. Additionally, we strongly encourage foreign-owned companies to source materials and utilize local factories instead of relying on imports, while also providing funding and training to help local firms adopt new technologies. Our people are absolutely the greatest asset. It is critical to invest in training, apprenticeship, and technical education, thereby empowering young South Africans to recognize opportunities within advanced manufacturing and technology-driven industries. South Africa needs to be at the forefront of the technologies that will shape the future of mobility. Chery's investment will pave the way for technology transfer, automation, digitization, and advanced manufacturing systems. These developments will beef up our industrial capacity and put South African engineers and technicians at the cutting edge of innovation. The future of Roslyn and the greater promise of our country rests heavily on the shoulders of our youth. Every skill they gain, every apprenticeship they take on, and every innovation they master is a vital part of the infrastructure that will support the renewal of our country. Today we celebrate Chery's confidence in South Africa and reaffirm our commitment to industrialization, investment attraction, and economic growth. As I mentioned, when I met with Chery automobile leadership in China 2 weeks ago, as part of my working visit to enhance bilateral trade and industrial investment, I indicated that South Africa is open for investment, ready for innovation, and committed to building an economy that offers opportunities for all. As I conclude, Program Director, together we can shape a future defined by growth, industrial excellence, and also shared prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, if you forget everything else said today, remember at least this. The Chery Roslyn plant must not only be about the vehicles that roll off its production line, but also about the lives it touches and transformed in the communities nearby, but also South Africa as a whole. Let me therefore end by wishing you a more prosperous future with prospects of future expansion to other parts of our country and the continent. I thank you, Inko.
Deputy President, thank you so much for that. And you reminded me of a couple of things there. One of them being my first meeting with Chery, in which I was reminded by Neil that actually Chery is not just an automobile company. That may be our perception as South Africans, But it's a company about people and technology, and you can well imagine what a difference that is going to make to the fourth industrial revolution in this country. That's also not to speak of the second element, which you reminded me of, Deputy President, which is, of course, harnessing and seizing the moment, right? This is a really important thing. This announcement coming out a few days ago that South Africa has seen the largest June vehicle sales in 19 years. That is an incredible achievement in this climate. Thank you. Thank you for that. Well, we are nearing the close of this historic occasion, but I'd like to first invite our city host, the Executive Mayor of Tshwane, Councillor Dr. Nasipi Moya, to close with a vote of thanks.
The Deputy President, Honorable Paul Mashatile, our Premier of the Gauteng Province, Honorable Panyaza Lesufi, His Excellency Ambassador Wu Peng, Chairman of Chery Holding Group, Mr. Yin Tongwe, President of Chery International, Mr. Charlie Zeng, the DG, and all the government officials that are here, representatives of organized labor, employees of Chery, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. In Tshwane we greet back. Good afternoon. Thank you. As we bring this important program to a close, Deputy President, my job as the Executive Mayor of the City of Tshwane is that I must also welcome people to the City of Tshwane. No one welcomed you here, but especially to the leadership of Chery. When you go back to China and they are asking, what kind of people are you going to live among? We want to say this: welcome to the City of Tshwane. It is known as the Jacaranda City, Tshwane ya Mamelodi, and it is a home to over 4 million residents. But I think as our partner going forward, it is important that you know that this city has multiple identities. One of the identities we are proud of is that we are an automotive city. In addition to Chery, you are adding to the family of BMW and Ford and others. Secondly, we are the second biggest concentration of foreign embassies in the world. That means your clients are residing in our city. Thirdly, and I think it is important that if you're thinking of expansion, we are the third biggest city in the world in terms of land mass. So we are not done proposing, Premier. See a proposer here, Premier. Fourthly, and I think very important to the future of Chery and the work that you're going to be doing, we are a very youthful city. Over 58% of our population here is 35 years of age and younger. So welcome to the City of Tshwane. On behalf of the people of Tshwane, may you enjoy your stay in our city. First of all, let me express my sincere appreciation on behalf of everyone who's here to the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Honorable Mashatile. Thank you, sir, for being here yourself in person to mark this occasion. As you are saying, we are here to celebrate, but we know that we celebrate an outcome of work that you have done with the leadership, including the Premier. So thank you so much for being here today. We know, Deputy President, I follow your schedule because I'm one demanding executive mayor that wants the Deputy President to visit. But I've seen your work, say, tiptoeing the global village, presenting the vision of South Africa. Thank you for your steadfast leadership in leading us, but also your leadership consistently underscores the strategic importance of industrialization, investment, and manufacturing to South Africa's economic future. We thank you, sir, in advancing inclusive growth and creating an environment that encourages investment. I would also want to thank my brother, the Premier of Gauteng, Honorable Lesufi, for your continued commitment to strengthening our manufacturing sector and ensuring that our province, Gauteng, and in turn South Africa, remains an attractive destination for investment. To His Excellency Ambassador Wu Peng, thank you for your role in deepening the friendship and economic partnership between South Africa and the People's Republic of China. You are the only ambassador that I know in our country that where South Africans feel they have access to you. I was telling you about how much they tag you and tell you what is happening in different parts of the country whenever a Chinese national is mentioned. So thank you so much for being part of our country. Thank you so much. We believe as we work together as different countries that the relationships built on mutual respect and shared prosperity continue to unlock opportunities that benefit both our nations and their people. To the leadership of Chery Holding Group and Chery International and your entire delegation, we truly, as the people of the Republic of South Africa, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for choosing South Africa as the home of this significant investment. Your decision is far more than a business transaction to us. It is a vote of confidence in our people, in our industrial capability, and in the future of South Africa and its people. For decades, Roslyn has been the heartbeat of South Africa's automotive manufacturing industry. Today, with Chery joining this proud industrial community, another important chapter in that story begins. We welcome Chery as a long-term partner in building the future of not only Tshwane, Gauteng, but of South Africa. You are joining at a time that is critical in Roslyn, that we have approved as the city a master plan for Roslyn, where we are aiming to transform Roslyn into Africa's largest automotive assembly precinct. We're looking forward to seeing this facility become a place where innovation thrives, where South Africans acquire new skills, where local suppliers are empowered, and where thousands of families benefit from sustainable economic opportunities. It is our hope that as your presence grows in our city and in our country, your success will inspire other global manufacturers to choose us as their investment destination of choice. We also extend our gratitude to all representatives of national, provincial, and local government whose collaboration helped make today's milestone possible. This achievement reminds us that sustainable economic growth is built through partnership. When government creates an enabling environment and the private sector invests with confidence, our communities benefit through jobs, skills development, and shared prosperity. To our business community, organized labor, industry associations, and development partners, thank you for your continued collaboration. Your contribution remains indispensable as we work together to build a stronger, more competitive, and more inclusive economy. A special word of appreciation goes to the employees of this facility. You are the foundation upon which this exciting new chapter will be built, and we wish you every success as you embark on this journey with Chery International. As the city of Tshwane, we remain firmly committed to creating an environment where businesses can invest with confidence as we pursue our goal of 3.9% economic growth. Our administration is focused on restoring municipal excellence, strengthening infrastructure, improve service delivery, embracing innovation, and ensuring that investors experience a city that is responsive, reliable, and committed to economic growth. We believe that cities grow when businesses grow, and businesses grow when cities provide certainty, partnerships, and capable governance. Finally, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to everyone who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make today's ceremony a success. To the organizing committee, protocol officials, technical teams, security personnel, interpreters, members of the media, event coordinators, and every individual whose contribution made this occasion possible. A big thank you for your professionalism and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, today's ceremony is about much more than the acquisition of manufacturing facility. It is a celebration of confidence, confidence in our country, the Republic of South Africa, confidence in talent, resilience, and potential of our people. To the leadership of Chery, once again, thank you for placing your confidence in our nation. We welcome you wholeheartedly to the Tshwane family. May your investment prosper. May your partnerships with our people grow stronger with every passing year. And may this be the beginning of a long, successful, and mutually beneficial relationship. Thank you, and may you enjoy the rest of your stay.